2 months ago today, Hamas terrorists unleashed their murderous rampage inside Israel. And tonight, some of the survivors of the attack return home for the first time, including a recently released hostage who spoke with our Richard Engel.
2 months after Hamas killed more than 1,200 people in Israel, the Israeli military is escalating its campaign to overthrow the group in Gaza. But for the 2.3 million Palestinians in Gaza who can't leave, the war isn't the only danger. Hunger is spreading. Massive crowds gathered today outside a food distribution center. The UN is warning of a humanitarian catastrophe. Just across the border from Gaza, we visited the kibbutz Nir Oz, where on October 7th, Hamas fighters killed and kidnapped everyone they could find. Driven by her neighbor, Irina Tati returned this morning. The 73-year-old was held hostage by Hamas in Gaza and freed last week. She was overwhelmed by the damage. Her door is still smashed in. Hamas dragged her away from here. Irina came back to collect a prayer book for Hanukkah. Her neighbor, Rita Lifshitz, tells her Hamas is still firing rockets and she should go to the safe room if there's incoming. Irina badly wanted to see if her cat was still alive. She thought about the cat while a hostage, and when she found him, she smiled.
What's it like for you to come back here after all that you've been through?
Here I feel better, but not very well. I want the war to stop, she says. She did not want to talk about what happened to her while she was a captive. And Irina's 28-year-old grandson is still being held in Gaza. Hanukkah is a holiday of light. People close to us in Gaza must return home, she says. Hamas went house to house here for 8 agonizing hours before any rescue came. Residents locked themselves in their safe rooms. So Hamas set houses on fire to smoke them out. Rita says many here are furious at Hamas and the government.
How did it take 8 hours to have a response?
Why it took 8 hours? Because they didn't care. 6:30 they came in here.
Rita took me to the local post office, where the boxes have been marked with stickers.
This is one of the most disturbing images that I've seen in a long time. This post office, and on the boxes, red, killed, blue, returned, black, dead.
Yes.
And to be honest, there's not a lot of blue.
Next door is the cafeteria, where the tables are set for those who can't come, the dead and missing. 1 out of every 4 people who lived on this kibbutz was either murdered or taken hostage.
Now it's the first holiday of the kibbutz that is not happening, and we need to bring them back now.
And tonight we're learning that Israel has agreed at U.S. request to open another border crossing into Gaza for humanitarian aid.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.